Hey everyone, so I was building the staircase here, my stairway to heaven. This is my tiny home in Portugal, and I'm kind of living out in the middle of nowhere. I was going to do a video getting prepared to actually film me putting it together, and I ended up putting it together so fast. My hands are absolutely black, but it came together really well. It was an analogy for what has been going on in my life, and I thought that I would share it with you because I think it'll apply to so many of you. So, the stairs, the analogy, one step at a time. I was feeling very isolated here, and because simultaneously, right now, at this very moment, my husband is celebrating his 70th birthday. I'm 61, he's 70 now. We've been together 9 years, and I was very sad because the whole family was celebrating the birthday together in England, and I have to be here in Portugal while I make my application for my spousal visa for the UK. So I can't go back, and there is everyone having the most amazing time. One of our daughters, my stepdaughter, Lou, she made the most amazing cake, and Rachel has done an extraordinary job decorating the house and doing really special things, making videos, and oh God, everyone has contributed. Naomi, Adam, everyone. They've done such an amazing job, and it makes me tear up that I'm not there. So I went to bed last night, and I was really sad, right? Because family is very important to me, and I haven't been around it much for like a year. So went to bed last night. I woke up this morning and I heard Neville Goddard first thing in the morning. And what was he saying? He was saying isolation is not punishment, it's preparation. I literally wrote 12 pages in my big journal. Look at this puppy. It's beautiful. So some of the things that came through that were really strong was that there was a breaking that must take place before the breakthrough. Wow. How many of us are going through this? I can tell you that a lot of my clients, they are coming to me saying, my kids have disowned me. I don't understand. Like, they're not even talking to me. And I didn't even do anything. I just don't understand. And it is in that complexity, that feeling of isolation, that feeling of being ghosted. My relationship, some of my clients are saying, my relationship, he just walked away or she just walked away. Don't understand. God has a greater plan. We all know this, right? But what I got this morning was even more profound, and that is, there is a breaking that must take place in your soul, in your spirit, in order for you to break all patterns and have that breakthrough. Break your old mindset, right? Let go of all attachments that you've kept, that have kept you from going towards your higher self, to stepping into who you truly are. So in this, I was listening to Neville, and he was bringing me to tears because he was saying, you must be willing to release the past in order to receive the future. Isn't that profound? Think about that one for a moment, right? How many of us are holding on to things that have happened in the past, old relationships that have wounded you? You have to let go of that in order to step into your future. You know this fundamentally, but how many are actually practicing it, right? This is not a time to shrink. This is not a time to play small and back up in fear. No. This is a time to rise. This is a time to trust. This is a time to fully surrender to the unfolding. Something is coming for you that is far greater than you could ever imagine. So do not resist this solitude that you are living in, because it is happening for a reason. It is just like, a seed that is buried deep in the ground in the darkness. It has to stay in the darkness for a period of time in order to, put out its roots and blossom and become the full potential that it truly is, right? Yeah. It reminded me of when I was in Mount Shasta. I was staying at a property there, a cabin in the woods, and the gentleman that was taking care of the property was also a fire watch, and he was saying there were trees in that area that had to have fire in order to blossom. Their shells were so hard, so thick, that they had to go under immense heat in order to crack that shell open and allow for new life. That is what's happening with so many of us. You know, let the shell soften. Don't let it have to go under fire in order for you to blossom. Let it go. So there was another one here. It's not rejection when you're all of a sudden facing solitude, when everyone's kind of disappeared around you. You're not facing rejection. No, this is redirection. I love that one. It's not punishment, it's preparation. Wowee, isn't that amazing, right? So there is a power in your solitude. This is a gift of being set apart. You're being set apart for a reason. It is not an easy journey, but a necessary one. You cannot carry the weight of the past that is promised and still step into what is prepared for you. Okay? You cannot cling to what was and fully step into what is to come. So many good sayings that Neville Goddard came up with. So trust what is being removed, because it's making space for something greater. Yeah. This is the fire before the gold. Understand that, you know, if you are finding yourself isolated or, you know, by yourself, many people will call it loneliness. God calls it consecration. God calls it preparation. I love it. Because you are being prepared for something far greater than you could ever imagine. So in your silence, let go of all distractions. Put the TV away in the garage. Don't even be tempted, right? And enjoy this solitude. Yeah, because there are lessons in the silence which cannot be taught in the presence of distractions. So, what is happening to you is beyond what the eyes can see. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are exactly where you are. And so it is. So I finished that this morning, and I thought, I am going to start my stairs, because I have been here for 2 months, and I look out this doorway, but I don't leave my house. I don't come out this way. I go out through another door. And I thought, I am going to purchase some stairs. I had a quote of thousands of dollars, and I thought, nah, you know what? I can find something. And sure enough, a couple $100, and I put it together in 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and now I have stairs. One step at a time, I'm moving towards freedom, my future. And I wanted to share that with you, okay? You are not being rejected. You are being prepared. And so it is. Much love, everyone. Take care.